So now when Rasta resist, Rasta say, Haile Selassie never die, it's because Rasta defined death within the
European
concept of death.
Same as Ebunyangeni. We consider Idlozi as somebody that died because we have this concept of Jesus who died and rose again. Therefore, Idlozi ugogo wami owafa now ubuyile uyang influencer. But my question now is, ugogo wakho yes ushonile ubuyile. Ufuna i-black label, ufuna i-cigarette. How is a deceased spirit going to experience a physical libation?
Welcome back on your channel. I'm your host Nati. Today we have Thau Thau, Haramanuba and Abba Ayalew Amlak. Guys, when we are doing our cultural activities or our traditional activities, who is truly benefiting the most? Because everything you buy, you use is not owned by an African. The food is not owned by an African. The alcohol, the clothes, everything you have to buy from a white person. Abanye baxela ngebhotile ezibomvu nezimhlophe. Those things are not truly African. There's nothing African about these things. Tell me what you think, guys, in the comments. But if you are new on the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Let's go.
Like we're talking about taking pictures. That I love taking pictures. People say, "Oh, you love taking pictures." I say, because
it's gonna be needed in the future.
The future is gonna demand these pictures because it is going to. It's an evidence that I once existed. It's a proof of life. And one of the reasons I don't believe in Jesus because there is no picture of Jesus. There's no photo. The only what you have is the paintings that was made by Michelangelo, commissioned by Pope. In 1611, and Michelangelo, to have that portrait of Jesus, he has to get his gay partner, his homosexual partner. Now, what the people have and hang in their houses, like these black houses, we have white Jesus, and in their churches, is a homosexual image of the Michelangelo, and they still tell you that fire-born gays and lesbians, but they worship the image of a gay. You see, this is where it comes from, because in Europe, one of the in those times, 500 years ago, one of the symbols of a homosexual males was long hair.
Exactly.
So they will identify them by long hair. So you had to take a man with a long hair because they knew that Jesus had long hair.
The artists, they called it, they made their features softer. Yeah.
So it is artistic depiction. It's a painting.
Depiction, yeah.
It's a painting. So therefore, I will not define my reality on a painting.
And I ask you this, Abba, because it's difficult for even for a Christian with the Bible that says he died, but he rose again. No, but he died. No, but he rose again.
Listen, that one is even a little bit better strange. There is another one that is strange, very strange. the strangeness of the weird. That Jesus rose up Lazarus from the dead.
Okay.
Where is Lazarus now?
Where did he go?
So he raised him up to come back and die again. For what? What is the miracle in that? You see, you understand? That is the strange.
But I cannot help but compare what you're saying to our African practice of ubungoma. We have amangoma who go to church or use Christianity to justify idlos. And then you come up with concepts of interchangeable concepts. No, idlozi is angel, is tunya, ukoko, umkulu, and all of that. But now, here's the thing. It's a foreign application of practice within an indigenous application of practice, and then we lose the essence in transit.
Well, I'll do like this. Again, here we're speaking to the fact that Rasta used the Bible, which is a colonial book. So it comes with colonial ideas of what God is.
Or what should be.
Or what God should be. So therefore, it doesn't then ground itself on the African idea of what God is. Because in Africa, we talk of God. Although we don't say God, we don't necessarily say he's omnipotent, omnipresent, omniscient, like this contradiction that they have, because they tell you that God is omnipotent, he's omnipresent. But omnipresent means he's ever present, he's everywhere. But he's still the same one who come and look for Adam and ask him, Adam, where are you? Well, Adam is hiding from him. And they start to play hide and seek in the garden. You understand? So where's the omnipotency there? So our African ideas have God who died. We talked of Osiris. The old
died first.
Yes. The others, they say, why they don't perform certain rituals? Because this God died long time ago. They don't know what it is. But it is because also the definition of death is different.
It's different.
So now when Rasta Rasta say, Haile Selassie never die, it's because Rasta defined death within the
European
concept of death. And therefore resist death from that particular perspective. And deal with death in that particular perspective or understanding of he did not die, and so forth.
Same as Ebunyangeni. We consider Idlozi as somebody that died because we have this concept of Jesus who died and rose again. Therefore, Idlozi ugogo wami owafa now ubuyile uyang influencer. But my question now is, ugogo wako yes ushonile ubuyile. Ufuna i-black label, ufuna i-cigarette. How is a deceased spirit going to experience a physical libation?
Well, you see, again, this person never left because death is not exiting this plane.
Okay.
Death is like, I'll use the example Mutabaruka used. Ne? That it's like you get into an open space. You put a building in an open space. Ne? Now, the space inside the building and the space outside the building is the same. The space inside of you and the space outside of you is the same. So what happened is death is the falling of the building. When the walls of the building fall, the building don't go with that space. The buildings, the building goes alone. The space still remains. So when a person die, because this most spiritual cultures, including Haile Selassie, they agree to the idea that the body is a temple. That this is a container that carry you, your life, which is the essence of your existence. Because the essence of your existence is your life. But it is contained by this container. Now, when this container goes, it doesn't go with you, with the life. It goes alone. That is why when you dream of Umkhulu wako, you don't dream her spirit. You see her as she is.
Okay.
Like she doesn't come as a ghost. That is why we say, I dream the spirit of my ancestors. It takes us back to that thing we're saying, there is no such thing as ancestor worship. Or that Africans worship the spirit of their dead ancestors.
Thank you.
Because who comes to you is that same person with the wrinkles and the mark and the scars that you knew that person with.
And the mannerisms.
Now, why would this person therefore want their black label and what? This explains to the idea of existence, that in the person of the person, there are many persons. When we greet you in plural. Dumelang. Sanibonani. Thobela. But because we are greeting them in you, because you are the total summary of everything that existed before you.
Nakho, yigo ungena gama lakho.
Yes.
Ungena sibongo sakho.
You inherit that.
You inherit that.
As much as you inherited your nose.
Exactly.
You're not self-created. You don't decide that you're gonna have this nose.
Therefore,
so this nose come from somewhere that someone can say, if cool.
Ufuzo, genetics.
Yes.
Now, kunale saying it ditaola khadiba dimu. Meaning, if my existence is an extension of the existence of those who came before me, therefore, in my memory bank, soul memory bank, when they come up in my visions, my dreams, in my interactions, it's them stimulating or invoking that soul memory within me because I am them and they are me. I can never be separated from my ancestors. And because I can't be separated from my ancestors, I can therefore never worship them because we are one.
Exactly, because this is the same thing. You see, when you say Pabadimu, when you say Okpahla, when you say Kasuzwana Batla ke mosebetsi wa badimo, none of these things refer to worship. It's not a
Or
religious
something
act.
outside of you.
No. It is a true homage, an acknowledgement of you in them, because
And them in
you. Because you are your ancestors sitting here, they are you there, which is everywhere. That is why we, the African God, is not somewhere, everywhere.
All the time.
Legodimo, when you say legodimo, mudimo, legodimo, legodimong doesn't mean the abode of God, the dwelling place of God, as in heaven. Because how to mudimo? Mudimo, it means, it comes from godima. Mudimo is like, you see, when you take a paper, you put an ink in the paper. What does the ink does?
It stains the
It
paper.
penetrate and percolate the paper. That's what Mudimu is. Is that which is in everything and everywhere. That's why Mudimu aruna everywhere. We don't have a specific place where you go and
Where you
worship
worship
him,
God.
or a particular day for him. It's every time.
Yes, there are truly a lot of misconceptions around African culture. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe. See you on the next one. Let's go.